This is Christopher Bernard Vichiuco, 11 ABM.
Hi, I'm Shan Avilla from 11 ABM.
Hi, I'm Johanna Bernardo from 11 Humes.
I'm Jasmine Lee Aragon from 11 ABM.
Hi, my name is Lawrence JC Patricio. I'm in 11 ABM.
Hello, this is Emerald Theophany Jete from the Group 3.
Did you all know that there are other names of typhoons and it depends where the typhoon happens or occurs? In Northwest Pacific Ocean, it is called typhoon where the Philippines located. In Southwest near Indian Ocean, they call it cyclone. While in the Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean, they call it hurricane. But the scientific term of typhoon, cyclone, and hurricane is tropical cyclone. Why is it called a tropical cyclone? Because it always happens in a tropical region where the temperature is at least 27 degrees Celsius. Tropical cyclones are a natural hazard, but people can reduce the devastation by taking precautions, and this will be discussed later. So how does a typhoon form? It is formed by a warm and moist air that evaporates to the atmosphere. Then the second phase will be process called condensation, where water vapor goes back as a water droplets, then it will be formed as a cloud, specifically a cumulonimbus cloud. This type of cloud is a dangerous one because it can cause lightning and tornado. So as the air goes up, it creates a low pressure area at the bottom. After that, the air from the sides or from the high pressure area goes to the low pressure area. In effect, it will heat up and add up to the air that goes up in cumulonimbus clouds. In other words, as long as there is water, it will evaporate. And if there is air that comes in, it can still create a typhoon just for days. Typhoon or tropical cyclone has parts. The first one is eye, which is the center and the calming part of the typhoon. Eye wall, the dangerous part of the typhoon and where the strong winds and heavy rains come from. Rain bands, the cloudy part where the cloud spins and makes the typhoon big. It is also contains rain and lightning. The wind of a typhoon can be 37 to 2,000 plus kilometer. As of Typhoon Yolanda's wind, it is 1,850 km. How does a typhoon spin? It is because of Coriolis effect, a phenomenon that causes water and air to curve as they travel across above the Earth's surface. When does a typhoon die out? When a typhoon goes where the place is in cold temperature, and that will extinguish the typhoon because there is no source of warm or humid air. How do we know tropical cyclone is coming? Philippine Area of Responsibility or PAR is an area where PAG-ASA, Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical Astronomical Services Administration, monitors weather occurrences like tropical cyclone. PAG-ASA is also the one who is responsible to declare to the public if there is a tropical cyclone coming.
Typhoon Yolanda happened between November 3 to November 11, 2013. And the affected areas in the Philippines were North Cebu, Panay, West Leyte, and East Leyte, serving 566 villages in 48 municipalities that were among the hardest hit by the typhoon.
According to the Philippines National Disaster and Risk Reduction Management Council, the Super Typhoon's fury affected more than 14 million people across 44 provinces, displacing 4.1 million people. 6,300 people were killed, 1,800 missing, and 28,688 were injured. Super Typhoon Yolanda damaged 1.1 million houses, destroyed 33 million coconut trees, and disrupted the livelihoods of 5.9 million workers. The overall casualties is estimated at $5.8 billion, or in the Philippines, it will cost 290 trillion pesos. Local officials said that Tacloban City on the island of Leyte was 90% destroyed.
On November 1st, 2013, a low pressure area was spotted at Caroline Island in Kiribati. It moved westward and became tropical depression on November 3, 2013. Then it became as a tropical storm on November 4 and eventually was considered as the typhoon category on November 5, 2013. A typhoon forms when wind blow into areas of the ocean where the water is warm. These winds collect moisture and rise. Typhoon are tropical storm caused by a combination of warm water, evaporation, and swirling winds. In order for a storm to be a typhoon, its wind speed must have reached at least 74 miles per hour. On the dates between November 3 to November 11, 2013, Super Typhoon Haiyan, are known locally as the Yolanda, swept across the Philippines affecting 16 million people. Super Typhoon Yolanda was one of the most powerful tropical cyclones ever recorded.
That typhoon became the 24th typhoon to enter the Philippine Area of Responsibility, which is PAR, and was locally named Yolanda. On November 8, Yolanda hit the Philippines with wind of 195 miles per hour and has been described as the strongest tropical cyclone to make landfall in record. Yolanda is one of the deadliest Philippine typhoon on record, killing at least 6,300 people in that country alone. In terms of Joint Typhoon Warning Center, estimated 1 minute sustained wind, Haiyan is tied with Marathi in 2016 for being the second strongest landfalling tropical cyclone on record, only behind Goni of 2020. Yolanda casualties have been reported as a result of lack of aid in affected areas, and the number of dead is likely to rise as a result of damage in Tacloban. And as much of Leyte, thousands of people who once lived in the area left and made their way into less affected area such as Cebu and Manila.
Typhoon. Typhoon has impacts where people can be killed, injured, or lost during typhoons. Flooding can cause people to drown, houses to be completely destroyed, and property to be swept away. Also, there are farms that lost all of their crops due to the wind and relentless rain. So, what are the preparations needed to diminish the impact of these tragedies? First, let the family know what will be the plan to lessen the impact of typhoon. The importance of this is that in the family or your family do not panic in case of severe impacts of the typhoon. Second, to lessen these impacts, we have to plant trees, plants, maybe herbs, so that their roots can absorb the flood, because flood is liquid. To lessen the people to drown, there are evacuation centers that our government has made. Follow these instructions that our officials give to lessen the impact. Prepare first aid kits, flashlights, canned goods in case of having to leave home. Also, the main component to lessen the impact of these tragedies is to listen and do not panic for our safety.